Well, hello everybody out there on the internet. This is RealmanPwns, and today I'm going to make some Crockpot Chicken Chili. Lots of protein, not too many calories, and I'm going to start with this. I got here 2 pounds of chicken, a red bell pepper, a green bell pepper, a large onion, and we'll start with those. I'm going to take these chicken breasts and cut them in half. They're boneless and skinless. Cut them in half. And slice them in half long ways, and then bake them in the oven on 375 degrees for 20 minutes. And while I'm doing that, I will saute my vegetables. And this is important, folks. If you ever see a recipe on the internet for the crock pot that says just put your vegetables in the crock pot without cooking them, don't do it. There's much more flavor in the vegetables if you saute them first with a little bit of olive oil, not too much. And it'll taste much better that way. So let's get started. And now when you're cutting your chicken in half, make sure to trim off any of this fat. We don't want to get all this fat in there. And you just, start here, hold your hand on top flat, and easy as 1, 2, 3. And there you go, look at that. Nice half piece. We'll lay it on our tray. The last of the pieces, lay it on our tray. There's a little fat here, but if we can kind of trim that off. Now that piece ain't gonna hurt. That's pretty good. And now I'm gonna salt and pepper those and put them in at 375 for 20 minutes. And while I'm doing that for 20 minutes, I will saute my vegetables. Alrighty, I forgot to mention that you have to coat your pan with some Pam organic olive oil, or anything you want to use. Any of your favorite kind. Put these over. You don't want them to stick. That's all you need. There we go. And now some salt. Not a whole lot, just a little bit. You gotta season your meat. Season your meat. Pepper, just on one side is good enough, because you're going to get some of these seasonings in later. There you go, and I'll pop them in the oven just as soon as I have all my vegetables cut up, so I can simultaneously cook this and do that. Alrighty, time to get this party started. Got my thing heated to 375, top right. I might have to do it this way. Yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and start my timer. 20 minutes. There we go. And now, saute my vegetables. Now you can cut them up any size you want. This is how I like it, because I got no teeth. And let me turn that up to medium high. And we'll get some salt on these. A little bit of salt. Get the party started. The vegetables losing their water. And we'll saute them. Let me get it up to high. We'll do it on high for a few minutes and then turn it down to medium once it gets going. I'll be back when all this is done. Now looky there, my onions are starting to look a little bit better, but they have a little bit more to go. I think they'll be right on time with when the chicken's done. Look at that beautiful color that's going to be in there. That's going to make it look yum. Alrighty, it looks like they're ready, so I'm going to turn them off. I'm also going to turn off the oven here. It's hard for you to see when I turn my butter like that. Turn off the oven because they're ready. The chicken should be ready. Let's see. Ah, watch that steam, folks. Woo, steam. Now all I'm going to do is take my chicken and transfer it over here to the cutting board. And I'm going to cut it into, you know, any-size pieces. Then I'm going to add it in with the onions, and I'm going to take all that, throw it in my crock pot. So we'll just, you know. Ah, that's hot. I'll have to get something to help. Be right back. Alrighty now. Got my lovely stuff. And we'll just add that right into the crock pot. Put it all and get it all in there. All that in the crock pot. There we go. Now it's time to add some ingredients. We've got here a can of diced tomatoes. This one has sweet onion in it. I like that. Got a can of tomato sauce, 8-ounce Hunt's tomato sauce. Can of fire roasted diced tomatoes. And a can of kidney beans in sauce. And we're also going to add a cup of water, but I'm going to add that in a few minutes. I got to rinse out these cans with this water so I get every bit out of the cans. And then finally, we'll cook this on low for 2 hours, and then we'll add this can of fat-free vegetarian baked beans with a little brown sugar and spices. And these don't have to cook as long, so these will be after the first 2 hours. Then we'll cook it on low for another 2 hours, and it'll be done. Oh, and don't forget, I got all these spices to add. Don't worry, I'll have the recipe down below with a list of all the ingredients. But it's basically black pepper, chili, garlic powder, a half of a chili seasoning packet, and that's along with the chili powder. And there you go. So, be right back. And don't forget to stir it up. Mix it all in before you turn on that thing on low. This is going to be good. And you can cut up your chicken as big pieces as you want. Do it like you want. Alrighty, well, hello everybody out there. I finally get to taste my chili. I had it on for 4 hours, and but during those 4 hours I got a stomach bug or something, and I felt like shit all day long, so I hadn't been able to taste it. So now I'm going to taste it and see how it is, because I put it on warm. Alrighty, let's see what we got here. See if I can keep the light over there where you can see it. Let's get a piece of chicken, some beans, and a pepper. I'm going to get pepper in there. There we go, look at that. That's what I'm talking about. That's the cat's meow. Let me blow on it. Mmm. 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 Oh, that's good. And you think the chicken will be dry, but it just melts in your mouth. This has been RealmanPwns with chicken chili. Oh!